Hello, and welcome back to the Nitromath tournament. In today's video, our 3 competitors will be completing 10 rounds of division to determine who is the best Nitromath player on Earth. Before we get started, if you are enjoying the content you see, consider pushing the subscribe button down below. It would be greatly appreciated. Now, before we begin, let's do a recap of the last episode in the series, Multiplication. Now, last time we saw Disruption sweep the competition, with them winning 9 rounds. However, the final round had Tariffic win with a 51-point game, making it the only 50-point game in the episode of Multiplication. Let's see if our competitors can beat Disrupt and get another 50 in today's episode of Simple Division. Guys, welcome back to the next episode of the Nitromath tournament. Today's episode will be Division, of course. Over here we have Disrupt's POV. Up here we have mine, and down here we have Vielle's. Now, unfortunately, Vielle's POV, the first 7 rounds were corrupted because OBS did not open a folder for it automatically. You have to actually do it yourself. So, you'll only be able to see the 8th, 9th, and 10th round from Vielle's perspective. But the other rounds should be good, so let's get started here. Let me try and align these POVs real quick to the best of my abilities. Alright, there they are off. Lag from up here. But there we go. You can see Disrupt and Tariffic are neck and neck on this one. As Tariffic just stays behind comfortably in this round. Disrupt expanding his lead. Tariffic needs to get a good stretch of answers here to catch up. Vielle is too far behind his fellow competitors. You can see here Tariffic gets a good patch and takes first place. Oh, he makes a mistake though, which causes Disrupt to catch up. But it's okay. He gets it at the last second. He's able to snag the lead from Disrupt. 41 and 40. And that concludes the first round. Now, of course, the hope is for every one of these tourneys is somebody will get a singular 50. That's the hope we've gotten at the last 3. So, let's hope that we get one here as well. And they are off. Tariffic getting a bit of a drought here as Vielle takes a temporary lead. And then but Disrupt, he's able to get enough answers to stay ahead. And you can see here from our competitors maybe some like hesitation to get the answers. It really shows that just because you're good in one game mode doesn't mean you're good in all of them. But of course, these are exceptionally good players, so we're going to have some very good scores from them. See, as you can see here, Disrupt makes a mistake. And there it is again. You can see how this unfamiliar game mode can affect our competitors. As Tariffic starts to catch up to him. Getting great spacing here. Oh, and we see that overtime. Overtime in the tournament. Very exciting. Tariffic barely ekes out a win. 45 to 44. Vielle getting 29. It's always great to see overtime. And I'm glad we actually got one in the tournament. That was really good. Most people don't know what overtime is. Overtime is when 2 players have the same score and same accuracy. So the game has to go into overtime, which slows down the gameplay. And whoever gets the first point takes first place. It's a very rare occurrence, but we just saw it here in the second round, so it's very exciting. As Tariffic takes a bunch of answers away from Disrupt here, that was brutal, but you can see here he expands on his lead as Disrupt is still trying to catch up. He makes a mistake here, but he's able to stay comfortably behind Tariffic here as they keep swapping the lead here. Tariffic is still holding strong with that first place position. Ooh, and he makes a mistake there. Disrupt trying to capitalize on that. But Tariffic gets a great streak here and able to steam forward ahead in this. As Disrupt falls behind, and Tariffic ends with a win, 47-41. And that concludes the third round. Ooh, and you can see here, Tariffic gets a major lag spike in the beginning, making him fall short of his fellow competitors. Will he be able to cover this deficit? Only time will tell. As Disrupt uses this to keep his lead here. And Vielle is also ahead of Tariffic because of that lag spike. The real question is, will Tariffic be able to catch up? Disrupt slow and steady here. Makes a mistake here, but it's alright. He's far ahead of his other competitors. As Tariffic starts to gain here on Vielle and actually surpasses him, surprisingly. You can see here they have a bit of a standoff here, but and causes Disrupt to make a mistake. But he is just too far ahead. Tariffic somehow getting 42 on this round, as Disrupt gets 48. Highest points in this round. In division here, 48. As that concludes the fourth round, Disrupt takes his first dub. As Tariffic goes his separate ways, as Vielle gets a bit of a nasty start there. Ooh, and Disrupt makes a mistake there, just playing a little bit too passively. You can see some of that hesitation in getting answers, trying to figure out the problem, and then choose the most optimal route to get it. While Tariffic here is being very decisive about when he's getting these answers. Not too much hesitation here. And is able to keep a comfortable lead over his fellow competitors, as Vielle and Disrupt, I mean, they're in the same area, so they're having like the same issues here. As they are going point for point against each other. And you could see there, Vielle and Disrupt actually tie second place. I've never actually seen that before. Same accuracy, same points. Amazing stuff here. As Tariffic takes his fourth win. Now on to round 6. Will the other competitors be able to gain more ground against Tariffic? Let's find out. You can see here Tariffic is able to take a few of these answers away from Vielle, causing him to make a mistake. As Vielle chases him down, but it's no use as Tariffic takes the lead. Oh, and Tariffic there makes a mistake, thinking that might have been an answer next to him, but was not. It allows Disrupt to catch up. Well, they're neck and neck right now. To anyone's game at this point. But Tariffic gets some great spacing here. Gets a cluster of answers and is able to capitalize on that and take the lead. The comfortable lead over Disrupt. Disrupt there makes a mistake, which will cost him. As the 6th round concludes, Tariffic gets a 46, Disrupt gets a 40, Vielle gets a 37. Now on to the 7th round. As you can see there, Disrupt gets a great string here. And is able to get the comfortable edge over Tariffic and Vielle. You can see here, Tariffic gets a really good path here of answers and is able to make a comeback here. Now, I plan on making a video soon on how to become really good at Nitromath, become a very skilled player. And here you can, I'll notice, you can see here in Tariffic's gameplay how much he moves the mouse around the screen. And there he is, he won 7th round of league, 46, 40, 28. And this is where Vielle's perspective can become useful. And they are off. Ooh, here, hold on, give me a second. Let's see here. Disrupt here makes a mistake, but he's able to still keep ahead of Tariffic. Tariffic encounters some lag on his side. You can see there, it freezes up a little bit. Disrupt is able to hold that lead because of that. As you can see here, Disrupt is playing very passively, and it causes him to do very little mistakes, and he's able to take the dub there. 44 to 40. Disrupt, as apparently Vielle gets a PB in that. I don't know if that's a glitch or not, but good for him. Coming on into the 9th round. Disrupt has 2 wins, and Tariffic's got 6. And this is when I find out Vielle was only recorded like the last third of this. And they are off. Disrupt getting a bit of a drought here, which allows Tariffic to start to catch up. As you can see there, he bounces back and forth. That's why having a mouse with good sensitivity, as I was saying earlier, is very important for this game. Because what you want to do as soon as you get an answer is swivel from left to right to see if you can find an answer that within your turning radius, you're just able to get that as soon as possible. That's why you see me. Oh, there I make a mistake there. But that's why when I'm playing, or you can even see it in Disrupt a little bit to a lesser extent. When you can see these players playing, they swing their cursor very wildly in order to prepare to have to turn very quickly for an answer. As you can see, not a very good round from our competitors. Tariffic takes 41, Disrupt takes 35, Vielle takes 33. as Tariff takes another round. You can see here Vielle looking at his stats. And gets logged out. It has to log back in. I think Vielle didn't realize that we'd gone through 10 rounds yet. But yeah, while we're here, yeah, I do plan on making a video detailing all the tips and tricks that I find are useful for, you know, Nitromath. And you can see here they go into the 10th round. Disrupt takes first place. But Tariff is able to get some good spacing here. Will we see a 50 before this ends? That's what we're all hoping for. As Tariff just gets a good amount of answers here. Putting up some good scores here. As Tariff and Disrupt are going point for point now. You can see here our competitors really wanting that 50. Tariff here makes a mistake though, which is very unfortunate. Oh, and he ends it with a win. 48-46. Good stuff from our competitors for Civil Division. Next will be Count. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.